Welcome to another episode of 3x2, the show that takes three topics, throws them at two geeks. Kia ora, I'm Lars D, the Pseudo Kiwi, coming to you from 3x2 Studios West, yo.
And I'm the Illustrious Patrick M, coming to you from 3x2 Studios, Ohio. And apparently I've got a cold or something coming on because I feel like shit.
I told you.
So we're going to do an episode. Fuck y'all.
Yep.
Okay,
yep. I
tits.
told you,
Also
man.
boobs.
You
Also
gotta
cock
stop.
dickers.
You gotta stop sucking those giant cocks. It's just gotta stop.
But
no.
cock tastes yummy.
Yummy and delicious. Speaking of yummy and delicious and sucking cocks. Wait a minute. Hey, hang on. No. That's not what we're doing.
You just got married, dude, and it was to a chick, not a dick.
Oh yeah.
Because we weren't in Vegas getting married.
No, we should have though.
And we were not dressed as stormtroopers either.
Yeah, it would have been funny. Well, they don't even. I don't even think they have a Unitarian church there anyway. So, wait a minute. Hang on.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
We had our units there. That's about it. Okay.
Who's the butch and who's the bitch?
You the bitch.
Oh, I knew. Fuck, of course I knew that. All right, in this episode, we're going to talk about some really important shit. Not really. We're going to talk about a movie that we have both actually watched, which is pretty cool. Generally, we're going to talk about biopics and specifically Bohemian Rhapsody, which dropped on Blu-ray not long ago. And
we both bought because, holy fuck, that was good a movie.
Yep.
And not just because I want to suck off dead Freddie Mercury. No, not really.
Like where he is now or where he was then?
Well, the AIDS virus will be HIV will be completely dead in him now. Of course, he's pretty dead, so no, wait, what? Okay.
All right. Talk about necrophilia and Freddie Mercury. We're off to a running start. So the second topic we're going to talk about, as we mentioned, Vegas, baby. We went to Vegas, and I got married.
Yeah. Dumb cunt.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh, you beat me to the punch. Speaking of dumb cunts.
Then I'm going to talk about you. Wait a minute. No. I can't come to California now because I'm going to get my ass kicked by your husband.
My husband?
I mean, wife. Okay. Yeah. By the way, should we just call you Mr. Stangetti?
Yep.
Because
I am totally fucking owned and domesticated.
Yeah,
Speaking of
pretty
being
much.
totally owned and domesticated, no, seriously. The last topic for this episode is entitled
A couple bits of news.
Yeah, an actual news. One is about Jussie Smollett and his bullshit. And yes, you can see my dog behind me. He's like, what the fuck? Man? Why is the door closed?
Yeah.
And
the
Bob Kraft, owner of the Patriots, and his his arrest for
violation by the state for consensual transactions. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he paid to get some strange, and of course that's
which of course Jussie Smollett is thankful for because it took the news off of him for a few seconds.
Yep. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about Topic one.
Topic one.
Yes, Bohemian Rhapsody and other biopics. The only reason we mentioned other biopics because there's another one coming out this year that I'm really excited about, and that one is Rocket Man, which we're hoping that William Shatner makes an appearance and does his own version of it, or if nothing else, maybe somebody, which to my knowledge has not been done yet, somebody actually playing William Shatner. So, and not just the I am William Shatner, like I am, like this. So.
Why, that's less of a caricature than the actual Shatner.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
seriously, fuck that guy. But oh well. No.
So speaking of fucking guys, let's talk about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, let me just make a disclaimer. Anybody who actually is watching this right now, we are definitely not anti-gay. In fact, actually, if Patrick gets a chance, he'll take any port in a porn. But that being said, the whole thing is that this movie was not as most people think this movie is about Freddie Mercury. It wasn't. Of course, he was the center of the story as a character because
it's Freddie Mercury.
Because it's Queen and and Freddie was the front man of Queen.
Quote the movie, it's Freddie fucking Mercury. Of course he's going to be the center of attention.
Right.
Even if it's about all of Queen.
Yeah, and of course, as he mentions in the movie, there's only room in this band for one raging queen, that being himself. But the whole thing about this movie is, again, it was not about Freddie Mercury. It did tell his story to some degree. They glossed over a whole lot. I mean, like a whole lot of debauchery. I mean, I'm not
They
kidding.
twisted the timeline around to. They left out some rough spots.
Yeah.
Of course, that's how you get the actual band members on board. Is okay. We'll clear the whole South Africa thing, and we're going to bump up the AIDS diagnosis so that so it's a triumphant return to here, even though you've been touring for we're actually touring for 2 years. Yada yada.
Right.
A lot of little errors.
Yeah, little.
But the important thing is it catches
unforgivable.
the spirit of it.
Right. This story was more about the music. We see the evolution of the great hits like Bohemian Rhapsody, the band dealing with EMI, when they were doing their Night at the Opera record, because EMI, of course, wanted them to put out another hit like Killer Queen, and they're like, and as Roger Taylor says, we're not building widgets here. They wanted to be different. They wanted to do something more dynamic, something more experimental, something that wasn't just another cookie cutter record. What I loved about it was it wasn't, regardless of whether it was 100% accurate or not about the events and how they took place, it showed more the fact that they were a family, and that they evolved. The band evolved. They drop a few nice little nuggets in there, like the creation of We Will Rock You. In the movie, it takes place in 1980. In reality, it actually took place in 1977 when Queen dropped their album News of the World. But still, again, minor little things. It's not like they're trying to tell everything in absolute fine detail and accuracy.
Because they're trying to tell a story, not chronicle actual history perfectly.
Right, because if that was the case, there would be a lot more debauchery coming from Freddie Mercury. They played him as a shy, kind of delicate flower, with some mildly, say, bent tendencies. But no.
Well, they kicked it up as it went along. You could see he was really out there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, from what I understand, in real life, he actually was pretty shy. So
yeah, actually, on that note, he granted very few interviews. So yeah.
Probably because everybody wanted to know about his sex life.
Of course, I did, because they were seeing a lot more.
That was the 70s,
when homosexuality was still a stonable offense in some places. Yep.
When we were growing up in the 80s, it was still pretty. Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, forgive me for using the words, but in the 80s, we bounded around words like homo or faggot.
It was pretty commonplace.
Yeah.
I mean, where we might stay away from racial slurs, but yeah, that one was perfectly fine back in the day.
Yeah.
But again, with time and understanding and all that shit, yeah, that's not flying anymore.
It's not, and again, a lot of it comes down to it's just socially unacceptable, and that's just, it is what it is. I mean, but they had to tell his story. They had to tell his story as much as they could, while keeping the story with PG-13. They couldn't they couldn't just run rampant. If they had told the true story that as it was, we would have been an R-rated story movie, and that would have been the end of it. But
the question is, would I have splooged in the middle of the movie?
Yes, you still would have splooged in the middle of the movie, because actually for me, my splooge moment came at the end when they had the recreation of the Live Aid event. Which side note, if you have not bought the Blu-ray and you actually enjoy this movie and you saw it in the theater, get the Blu-ray, because they have the 21-minute full Live Aid set as performed by Queen. So it's basically it's an extended part of the end part of the movie. So it's it is part of the movie. It's that end scene with the cast, but they do the whole Live Aid performance, not just
which is a visually better recreation of the actual event.
Of course.
Which back in the day, I never saw the event when it actually occurred.
Yeah, I don't think...
After I watched this movie, I went back and found it on YouTube, and just damn.
I don't think I watched it myself. And of course, it was just really bad. I mean, you got to think that the television cameras were really, subjected to those harsh stage lights, and they were leaving like artifacts, like ghost trails all over the screen when they were moving around. And of course,
it was still pretty damn good, though.
Of course it was. But back then we didn't know any different. We didn't care. We just wanted to watch the bands perform because you got to remember, Queen went on last, and they just brought the house down. They performed to over 100,000 people at Wembley Stadium, and of course, the people in America watching and all that stuff. So it was over 1 billion people who watched this performance. And of course, it was just like it. If in the movie, so I know we probably should have said spoilers now, but come on, this is a biopic. It's not like if you don't know, it's not like you didn't have 30 plus years to figure all this out.
It's like spoiler alert: he gets AIDS and dies after the movie's over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the cool thing. They don't end. They don't end with his death. They end with Live Aid. That was it. And that was cool because it underscored the whole point of the movie. And that was rise to stardom, fall out with his bandmates, redemption, and bam! Fucking Live Aid. I mean, that performance, I still remember sitting in the theater. I was sitting next to my wife, and when they were playing songs like, I forgot that they had performed Hammer to Fall during the Live Aid performance. And I'm like, my hairs on my arms are standing up, and I'm singing full blast in the theater. I didn't give a shit who thought anything about my horrible singing. I was fucking singing along. I loved it.
And your singing is horrible.
Yes, it is. It's like listening to a walrus trying to give birth in a wind tunnel.
Or being ripped off by a crack addict shitting themselves twice while exploding. Also tits.
Yep, I will agree with that. So, this movie, largely about the music. It does, of course, tell the story of how Freddie Mercury started from about the age 18 as a luggage handler at Heathrow. Moving out, he goes to a show for the band Smile, which had Brian May and Roger Taylor. Their lead singer quits. He joins. They bring in John Deacon, and of course, that's the birth of Queen. Again, a lot of it was homogenized. Yeah, a lot of it was very homogenized. Even his relationship with Mary Austin. The thing is that when they end their relationship, the whole thing is that they act like it's just like a clean break, like that's it. They're done. I mean, while they do have a bit of a relationship in the movie afterwards, in real life, they had a fantastic relationship for the rest of his life. And when he died, Mary Austin got his house, most of his money, and all of his recording royalties. And in fact, the guy he was with for 6 or 7 years, Jim Hutton, afterwards got £500,000, and that's it. And I'm thinking, wow, okay, that's pretty much kind of like, that's kind of a slap in the face. That's like a dick slap in the face. But overall,
which I'm sure happened plenty of times in Freddie's bedroom, but
probably. Overall, great movie. Fucking fantastic movie. If I had to give it a rating, I would actually be one of the few that I give 5 out of 5 on. If you have not seen it, rent it.
Watch the fucker.
Buy it. Whatever, man. Just watch this fucking movie. If you're a fan of Queen, yeah, it's kick-ass.
And if you're not a fan of Queen, you might be after watching this one.
I agree.
And I'll give it a thumb up. Freddie's ass. Wait, what? Okay.
I know we're drawing this topic pretty long. But I just want to mention that I mentioned before we started, the other biopic that's coming out this year is the Elton John biopic starring Taron Eger called Rocket Man. And I am really psyched for this. I'm not a huge Elton John fan. I do like his music to some degree. Didn't really care for him as a performer, but definitely has that cred. I mean, he was a dear friend of Freddie Mercury, so I'll be curious to see how it goes. I wonder if they'll actually even bring the character of Freddie Mercury into that movie or not. I don't know. I mean, we'll
probably not, because they don't need Freddie to be overshadowed. They don't need Freddie trying to overshadow Elton.
Yeah,
which is very possible.
Especially since Rami Malek just recently won the Oscar for Best Actor for Bohemian Rhapsody. So, anyways, yeah.
Ham-fist this. Not Freddie Mercury style, but 3x2 style.
All right. Well, speaking of extravagant and flamboyant lifestyles, we went to Vegas, baby. Fuck yeah, we did. Yeah. I got married last weekend. It was fucking awesome. We had a great time. You actually, for the first time in our entire life, actually put your stamp of approval on a relationship. That was noteworthy. Noteworthy enough that I remembered the conversation outside the elevator heading to the venue. So
yeah, this was a long time coming, because let's be honest, after that cunt in Virginia,
who shall remain nameless,
abandon hope, all you who enter here.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I love it.
Or all you who enter her, for that matter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I should have abandoned hope. Anyways, we went to Las Vegas to get married. Got married in the Mob Museum. I flew out.
You went there to get married. I went there to watch you get married. Yeah. We didn't go there to get married.
Well, we could have.
Clarify that.
We could have, but got one of those real quick Vegas weddings. Just got married real quick, and then as long as we didn't consummate the marriage, we could have just gotten annulled right away. But whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I went to Vegas to get married. Got married to the Mob Museum. Flew you out for the event. You got a couple of days out of Ohio and someplace you've never been, which was fucking awesome. And we had a lot of fun. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't go nuts. The ceremony was very intimate. It was basically me, my wife, the pastor, the photographer, and like 6 other people.
Yeah.
So fucking A, it was great.
And we broadcast that, so
we did.
That was
and
fun.
I will have that that video, the full video from them, the full high res video from them next week. And when I have it, I'm going to cut together a nice little. I'm going to cut out all the fat in the beginning, because we had some issues. We had for whatever reason the camera they're using was supposed
to be an hour.
Was supposed to be ready to broadcast right to our YouTube channel over on Red Shirt Geeks. And it wasn't working. And again, the thing is, they never tested it, so we lost a half an hour fussing around with it. Ended up going on to Facebook Live. Fuck Facebook. But it worked. We got everybody who needed to see it live, seeing it live. My parents, her parents, and some of our friends. Kick ass. But the cool thing about it is we got married in the Mob Museum, and that was fun. I mean, the Mob Museum was great. The drinks we had afterwards were done really well. The
old fashions served in a book.
Yeah, served in a bottle and then hidden in a book, which was really cool. The photographer took some great pictures. I just saw those today, and yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, it was just really intimate. So I'll cut the fat off that video, get it down to the rat killing on it, and just get the ceremony and put that together and put it up for people to watch over on. Oh, it'll be over on our Red Shirt Geeks channel. So remember, if you're watching this, go over to redshirtgeeks.tv. It takes you to our other YouTube channel, which is not
to the quality entertainment, not the we're so fucked up that we can't not fucking say fuck without fucking cunting our fucking shit out of our fucking tits. Exactly. Also our excessive cunting use of the curses. Because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
Also tit cunts.
He just wants to say cunts.
Speaking of cunts. Oh no, we're not going there.
No, we're not.
I will be punched in the dick in my sleep should I go to that point.
Yeah, there was another topic we were gonna cover, but we decided it was too bad taste, Ian, for 3x2. You know,
yeah.
For anybody who has ever watched this show or listened to our original podcast or audio one, you got to realize that 3x2 originally was designed to be kind of something we really wanted to take seriously, and then we had season 6 and ended up talking about our dicks for an entire season, and then we had the reboot season, which was even worse. And yeah.
Also, fuck Alex.
Yeah, fuck Alex. And then it was born the Red Shirt Geeks from that because we were trying to expand, and then fuck Alex.
And fuck Alex.
So we don't really.
So yeah,
we just this is a platform for us to just let loose. It's Friday. It was 10:30 when we started. You know.
It's time to party, bitches.
Time to party, yeah. And we just do this, let our hair down. And
which that's an interesting callback because I picked this time because of Wayne's World. Side note, back on our prior topic, Mike Myers does actually make an appearance as a character in the movie.
Yeah,
and that was really my introduction to Queen.
Right,
through Bohemian Rhapsody, through Wayne's World.
The funny thing about that, just actually, I watched it again the other day, which is, I just love it. The comment he made, I don't know why I missed it when I watched it the first time. I caught it this time. And that was the comment he made about kids listening to opera, banging their heads in their cars or something to that effect. It will never happen. And of course, that's a complete reference to Wayne and Garth and their friends fucking banging their heads.
Literally headbanging to the song.
To Bohemian Rhapsody in Wayne's World. Love it. Just absolute beautiful little nod to it. So in our last topic,
I fucking fuck Matt.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Pretty Little Liars, or people basically who either got caught lying, dumb fuck, or got caught
being sucked,
dumb liar. Yeah, actually, the whole thing with Bob Kraft, again, as you said, victimization by the state for a consensual transaction.
Well, and he's not even the one that's really taking it in the ass. It's the women who are offering the services who are being charged with prostitution, and then being charged with trafficking each other, even though everybody was consenting here.
Of course. So the first part of this topic is Jussie Smollett. If you've been under a fucking rock for the last few weeks, Jussie Smollett is an actor who is on the TV show Empire. Well, he alleges that he was accosted by two black men. A noose was tied around his neck.
I thought it was white guys.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it'd have to be white guys because Trump supporters.
Yeah, that's right.
Allegedly.
He had bleach dumped on him, a noose put around his neck, and racial and homophobic slurs yelled at him. Plus, they also said something.
This is MAGA country.
Yeah, because they were so. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is terrible! You poor black man! Oh my God! Oh, what? We must find this person, these people, to help you, and then we'll put them to justice."
Because this is exactly the narrative we expected from Trump bastards, because they're all fucking morons.
Yep.
They are fucking morons. Trump tards are all fucking morons, but
in this case, completely bullshit. Complete bullshit. The guy is...
As in he's facing charges over this shit because he basically made it up.
Yeah. The guys, first of all, the guys involved were not white. They were black. Second... they were paid by well, the difference is that he lied about their race to make it sound worse than it really is. I mean, it doesn't matter whether they were black or white. It was their race. The attacker's race was listed as, or was testified as white, because it was like, oh, you poor black man, you were attacked by white people. Well, that is bullshit.
Trump supporters even worse.
Anybody who gets attacked by anybody for no good reason, well, it doesn't matter what color your skin is or what your race is. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. So, anyways, the guys were hired by Smollett to stage the attack, and so of course it comes out. Everything is up in the air right now. I mean, everything is conjecture. Everything is kind of like you're hearing it on the news. You don't really know what they're fucking talking about because at the end of the day, all we figured out is that allegedly he hired people to do this. He did it. They say he did it because he was unhappy with the salary he was getting on his show, so he wanted some attention, and some sympathy, so they give him more money and blah 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 blah. Well, now he's facing felony charges, federal felony charges, because allegedly one of the hate letters that was mailed to him was allegedly sent by himself. That, of course, is mail fraud, and that is a federal offense. And who knows what's going to happen to him in the end, because, you know, he's a celebrity. But
you picked the wrong administration to piss off.
Yep. And the other thing is that he just fucking straight up, he really picked the wrong time to do this shit, because everybody's on edge, politically, socially, all that crap. So of course we're going to scrutinize every little fucking thing that comes up that shows these people doing all this shit of people being attacked, people being, you know, having racial attentions, having whatever you want to call it. Every single fucking time this happens, people are going to be scrutinizing every tiny fucking detail, because there are a lot of people who don't want Trump in office, and they're doing what they can to get this fucking ass out. And there are people who are drinking the goddamn Kool-Aid. So you're doing a lot of this.
Sucking that shitbag's dick.
Yep, you're doing a lot of this shit right here, and that's so. Anytime anybody jumps in there and says, "Oh, hey, you know, I was attacked because I'm a black man and I'm gay and all that stuff," and they said this is MAGA country. Oh, well, yeah, that's it. Just fucking throw
that fits the narrative. Let's run with that. And not true.
No.
So of course, all the Trump tards are going to throw on this as, see, these crazies are all crazy because they'll do any crazy thing to try to get Trump to look bad.
Yeah. So they're all saying,
we're all good people. We didn't vote for a shitbag.
He's wonderful because these people are lying to make him look bad. So they're lying to make him look bad. That must mean he's good. No, doesn't work that way. Political opinions aside,
but it doesn't help.
Yeah. So who knows what Jussie Smollett is going to face as far as justice goes. However, even if he never does a day of prison time for this, the court of public opinion is going to fucking crucify him. They already have started. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
It would be worse if he was a Trump supporter, but
yeah. Anyways,
yeah.
So
then they'd lynched him. But luckily, he had the whole Robert Kraft and the prostitution thing down in Florida.
Yeah.
Which apparently the actual story is that there were all Chinese nationals who were here legally, occasionally supplementing their income with occasional hand jobs, blow jobs, and fucks. So naturally, we have to turn this into a giant human trafficking circle jerk. All the Johns, of course, will get a slap on the dick because that's what they do. Because really, they want the big charges. And with the cunt-faced McCockbrains White House, naturally, anybody who's here, anybody who's not American, is going to take it in the ass. Well, and they're going to take it in the ass.
Yeah,
and not in a good paying way.
One thing you and I both agree on passionately is that prostitution.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, prostitution being a crime is bullshit. Prostitution is the oldest profession in human history, and is essentially a social contract that is consensual. Okay, if I want to go out, like if I before I was married, before I was in a relationship, if I wanted to go out and meet somebody and we went out on a date and we fucked afterwards, perfectly fine. I could fuck 3-4 people in one day if I wanted to. If that's what
you have to buy them dinner and buy all this shit for them, and then you fuck them. Right. But if you just give them the cash outright, suddenly you've committed a crime.
Right. That is absolute goddamn retarded bullshit. Okay, you know it's. I mean, I don't understand how it's immoral. It's not even immoral. You're talking about something that is two people saying, "Hey, I want to fuck. Hey, I want to make some money. All right then." What's the problem?
Want to fuck? Sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Wait, what?
No, that was from ADDT. ADDT,
Yes.
ADDT.
I have titties.
You wanna fuck? Sure. I'm done. Hey,
I'm done.
God, I love that. Monitoring your home security, 10 minutes at a time. ADDT. Oh, that was fun. Our promos were a lot of fun. I actually kind of, if they weren't so much.
What was this episode supposed to be sponsored by? Was it the Devil's Cunt or something?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, this episode of 3x2 is proudly brought to you by our sponsor, the Devil's Cunt.
We have no other joke. That was pretty much the joke.
Yeah, it would be.
We're not trying that fucking hard anymore. Come on, it's 3x2, not anything of quality.
No.
So suck my cock.
This is kind of like our. This is kind of like just our. Yeah, this is our fun time, our play time, because we're always so busy doing other shit. You know, you dealing with life and me dealing with life and creative projects, and you trying to be creative and not being able to be creative, and your car fucking up, and oh look, it's the thing that you tighten the security screws on your Ring doorbell.
Yep, my second one because my first one died.
Oh,
everything's dying. I'm dead inside.
Long story
Also,
short about Robert Kraft's story, it's bullshit because people are getting busted for essentially what is a consensual transaction. It's a consensual act.
Correct. Victimized by the state.
However you want to paint it, it's bullshit. Okay.
It's exactly how
if you don't agree with prostitution, I don't give a fuck. But
don't buy pussy.
Yeah.
Or cock. It's a 21st century. You can buy what you want.
It's like porn. If you don't like porn, don't watch it because it doesn't fucking have anything to do with you. Same thing with prostitution.
If you want to drink horse cum, we don't give a shit.
No. I only did it that once.
Nothing wrong with.
Only did it once.
A little bestiality here and there.
Interspecies erotica, fucko.
I love setting you up.
Yeah.
So,
on that note, that is all the time we have for this fucking episode of 3x2 because we're at the 32-minute mark and wow, we just talked about a bunch of shit for no fucking reason. On that note, I am Lars D, the Pseudo Kiwi.
And I'm the Illustrious Patrick M.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks, maybe. Fuck you, bitches. Bye! Fuck you.
And let's jerk it off.
Yeah. Yo, yeah.
3x2